Hey, Janice.
Hi, Anthony.
Today we're going to discuss the best renovations to do before selling probate real estate. Okay, so selling probate real estate can be tough because for a couple of reasons, but among them, the properties are usually pretty out of date. They're very lived in, and they kind of attract a lot of discount buyers, a lot of guys who are trying to get sweet deals or steals. So
Yeah.
hopefully a couple of very inexpensive and easy renovations can resolve a couple of those issues. So we're going to really try to cover the minimum renovations and repairs that executors should consider to get a flow of serious buyers, not just those guys looking for deals. And again, it's really important to not spend too much on estate funds because most estates don't want to pour their inheritances just to get the house sold. Does that make sense?
Right. It absolutely does. Yep.
All right, so let's go over these items. Number one, clean out the clutter. This is not cheap, actually. This is actually more expensive than people realize.
Yeah.
I'll give you some numbers. For like a one-bedroom apartment in the Manhattan area, it's going to be between $1,500 and maybe $2,500. That's hiring
one
dudes,
bedroom.
like 3 or 4 dudes to come in and clear it out.
Yep.
You usually have to hire a truck, right? Or not a dumpster. What is it called? A container?
Yeah, like a container, a truck, or a dumpster. Yeah, they come in with that.
And then you have to pay dumping fees. You can't just leave it on the sidewalk. You have to go up to the city dump, and there's fees for doing large drop-offs. So for those reasons, these things can get expensive. You're looking at a couple $100 plus. You might have to pay the co-op or the condo a move-out fee. Anyway, it adds up.
Yep. It does.
But there's no way around it. You can't.
Not at
it's
all.
very difficult to sell a house with a deceased person's stuff everywhere. You just can't.
No, it's not just stuff too. Food, like right
Yeah.
when you abruptly move out, you leave everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, you definitely must get the clutter out. Do your best to get it at least broom clean. I mean, we're shooting for higher, but at least broom clean.
Yep.
And you have to do this anyway, because in all likelihood, we have to pack and ship some heirlooms or personal items to some heirs anyway. So we're going to be in there dealing with this. Might as well spend that time cleaning out as well. Yeah.
Yep.
Just finish
absolutely.
that job.
Just get it over with. You have to.
Janice, as a consumer, how would you feel, even if you were looking for a sweet deal, how would it make you feel walking to a place that was full of piles of newspapers and just people's clothes, and it's just very lived in,
Like you're walking into the open house, but know that everything's going to stay.
Yeah.
Most likely I wouldn't purchase, especially because you have to get it out, right? So not only do you have to move your life into there, you have to remove someone's life.
We passed that problem on to you.
Yeah. Now you have to, I don't know if you've ever moved an entire, well, you have, but moving's not fun. So now you have to do it like twice. Yeah.
All right. So the next tip or minimum renovation to get that probate property sold is, you want that fresh paint smell.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times we've seen units that have really, really outdated colors or tones. We have one right now with these blood red walls, and there may have been a point where that was cool or whatever. No, you want a neutral color, like a beige or a white or light gray or slate gray,
I do know. I've actually purchased a house once a long time ago where they painted before they showed it just to make it feel fresh.
Sure.
But it was about 7 or 8 different colors of peach.
Oh.
Like, did you know that the color peach has that many variations?
Wait, why did they make so many different shades? Why not just one?
Because they thought they were being fancy. So we moved into this house where doors, walls, trim, all had different colors of peach. But it was fresh paint. Yeah. And so please don't do that.
Yeah. By your tone, I think the conclusion is, just keep it simple. Yeah.
Yeah. If they would have just done everything white, it would have just been so much better. Or beige or something.
I think brokers will generally advise you want to give the buyers a blank canvas to think through, think about. Yeah.
Absolutely. Let them put the 14 kinds of peach if they want it.
Yeah.
But just, clean slate.
So no wallpaper. Just keep it simple. No. Paint. And another side benefit of doing the paint job is that, how do I put this delicately? Most probate properties smell like the person who lived there. I mean, just, come on, let's just be blunt about it. And fresh paint, I don't know if this is like a scientific thing, but it just smells fresher, It smells cleaner.
Oh, there's no question. Yeah. Yep.
So it's not only helping aesthetically, it is helping with the smell. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. You walk in to a, like you said, a blank canvas that smells fresh.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Cool. Number 3, third step on, minimum renovations to get that probate property sold. Let there be light. I don't know why it is, but a lot of lived-in places, they have too many curtains and they haven't really washed the windows. They just look super dark.
Right.
And I think most realtors will agree that light is your friend.
Absolutely.
So let's maximize.
Feel bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we want to maximize the light. We want to update all the light bulbs. That's a cheap, very cheap fix, right? Like if there's a bunch of incandescent 30-watt light bulbs illuminating this place, it's very inexpensive to switch to, LEDs that throw off the equivalent of 100 watts. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Or even you have light fixtures now that have 4 and 5 different bulbs. This is kind of, I'm guilty of that. And you look up and you're like, only one's working. Why is it so dark?
Yeah.
Just replace the other ones and all of them. And yeah,
that's a big return for a small cost.
Right. You could go to the store and get light bulbs. I mean, what do you talk? $20 and now your chandelier looks beautiful and new and it's light. Yeah.
And I don't know, this one varies, but wash and fix the windows. So if you're in a high rise, that could actually be a little, cost prohibitive. Getting windows washed in a high tower is not easy. But if it's something that's doable, do it, because it looks nicer and the amount of light that'll come in will be better. It's a win, and it can if it's sufficiently inexpensive.
Right. Well, you could do the inside, a little bit of Windex.
Good point.
You could do and see, for me with curtains, I'm all about just get rid of them because that holds a lot of the smell too.
Ooh.
So that's like, yeah. So just get rid of them. Like you said, blank canvas, they can pick out what they want to put up there and it'll smell better.
Totally agree. Number 4, minimum renovation to get that probate house sold. Refresh the floors. So I'm not saying a full reflooring, which is actually quite expensive.
Oh, yeah.
But rather
especially now,
remove the carpet and replace with very inexpensive carpet. But if you have hardwood floors under there, just leave it exposed. People like hardwood floors. Yep. And again, blank canvas, right?
Exactly.
You might have to sand or refinish those old floors, but again, that's way cheaper than redoing the flooring. Way cheaper.
Absolutely. And please, if you put in carpet, just a nice, generic, neutral color. Yeah.
And you sometimes have to do that. Sometimes you just have bare concrete underneath. You don't have a choice. But
right.
Yeah. All right. Last, 5th tip on how to, or on a minimum renovation that'll give you a good bang for your buck to make sure you get serious buyers and a flow of deals, not just waiting for that first buyer offer to come in.
Yep.
So this one I was torn about because it can get expensive, but minimum bathroom updates. And this is where we're going to toe the line a little bit. I mean minimum, meaning you're not replacing the tub, you're just recaulking it.
Yeah.
Right? You don't necessarily have to replace all the fixtures or all the the toilet, but replace the vanity. That's pretty cheap, right?
Yeah.
Most vanities, if you open them, you see all like the outlines of the pill bottles, and it's worth it to spend a couple $100.
$200, yeah.
Yeah, to have that taken out, and it's not hard to take out and put in a new one. So again, it's not just the cost of the vanity itself, the labor. It's pretty easy. So totally worth it. And then if you can, and this, I don't know how much this costs. Maybe you have an idea, Janice. Maybe update the shower head and the fixtures. Again, that's not the same thing as changing the whole sink, but just making the knobs more shiny or more stylish,
That's actually, it's really not that expensive. I mean, geez, you can get that from any hardware store. The shower head, especially if they turn it on, it's trickling out. If you have hard water, we usually changed our shower heads when we moved into somewhere new. You're talking $20-$30.
No, even if you spend $50 on one of those big circular rainwater ones,
right?
I mean, $50 to sell a house. I mean, it's totally worth it.
Absolutely. Then when you turn that shower on, it's going to have a nice stream of water. And Oh, I totally agree with that one.
Again, I'm trying to, if you have the funds or if your heirs are all united in wanting to spend their inheritance to update the house, then get a new sink, get a new, tear out the tub and put in the claw-footed bathtub, whatever you want. But I'm assuming that most heirs want to maximize their inheritance and just get this thing sold. That is our viewpoint, and hopefully we covered that well.
Absolutely. You don't want to spend all that money for someone to come in and just redo everything anyway, right? If you spend all the floors and they decide, I think I don't want hardwood floors, I want something else. So definitely agree with that. Check out Anthony's book, How Probate Works, available on Amazon if you want to learn more about this process.
Very good. So this is, as you may have been able to tell from our experience doing these, and we're happy to share. If you have any questions on any types of situations you want to hear firsthand experience from, let us know. Otherwise, thanks for listening. Thank you, Janice, as always. We will talk soon next time.
Talk
Bye.
soon.